Hello everybody, welcome to Blox Custard. We have some exciting things to talk about in this video, and the topic we'll be focusing on today is tips for winning all the time in Roblox Bedwars. But of course, before we dive into this video, I've got a question for you. Have you subscribed to this channel yet? If you aren't, you're missing out on quite a lot here. So make sure to subscribe so that you will always get the latest information about Roblox from us. Anyways, like I said in the beginning, let's dive right into this video. Starting off with the first tip, you should always keep in mind about your tasks and your role in your team. As we all know, there are multiple teams in Roblox Bedwars and each player is tasked with a specific role like defending, collecting resources, attacking, and much more. In order for you to win all the time in Roblox Bedwars, you really need to comprehend your role to the maximum. Understanding your role in the match would really help your team work together, and you should also remind the other members of the team of what their roles are. By doing this, everyone will be in line and the chances of you winning a match would dramatically increase. Although teamwork is completely optional, it's still recommended that you try and pull it off. Moving on to the next tip for you to win all the time in Roblox Bedwars, you should avoid giving your resources to the enemy. In a situation where you are about to die, you should do your best to throw all of your resources off the map, or you can just fall off the map. This would allow you to prevent the other team from getting any of your resources. If you have played Bedwars before, then you would probably know that when you get killed, you drop all of your loot and the enemy can get it all. So by falling off the map when you're about to die or dropping all of your resources off the map and running away, it would prevent the enemy from getting any additional resources or items. Now, doing this won't really make you better at the game, but it will increase your team's chances of winning the match. Next up, you should try and build over players to get the high ground in a 1v1. 1v1s happen very often in Roblox Bedwars, and if you want to secure a win, you need to be good at fighting against other players. The best technique that you can use to win fights against opponents is to build over them. How this technique works is that when an enemy is bridging towards you, you should also head towards them, but climb up as you're building. Building over a player would make it difficult for them to reach you, and once you're on top of them, you can simply jump down and hit them with a sword. Another thing that you can do is to use a bow to knock them off their bridge. Heading to the next tip, you should bridge a 2x2 when your opponent has a bow. This is a widely used bridging technique that many Roblox Bedwars pros use. Basically, if you see an enemy that has a bow and is ready to shoot you, make sure to use 2x2s when you're bridging, or else they'll be able to shoot you off the bridge and you'll fall off the map. By bridging a 2x2, your opponent won't be able to knock you off your bridge that easily. In addition, you can also build cover while bridging towards a player, so the arrows will hit the blocks instead of you. Next, you should try to enable shift lock. The reason why shift lock is very important for you to enable is because it locks your camera when you press the shift button on your keyboard. And it gives you a crosshair which might help you aim better when you're using a sword or bow. Shift lock would also allow you to use a third-person view, which would let you have more awareness of the things that are happening around you. It also removes the hindrance of having to hold the right mouse button at all times when playing in third person. And lastly, you should practice bridging. Bridging is very important in Roblox Bedwars as it allows you to get from one place to another. So practicing bridging would really help you get better at the game. As I've mentioned before, there are many bridging techniques out there, and the one that I haven't mentioned before was diagonal bridging. This bridging technique will only come in handy in a few times, and it's not as easy to pull off as the other techniques we've mentioned earlier. But it will really help you reach a location much faster. By practicing various bridging techniques such as diagonal bridging, 2x2 bridging, and much more, you can utilize them while in combat, or if you're in a rush to get from point A to point B. Alright guys, so unfortunately this video has come to an end. That is it on tips for winning all the time in Roblox Bedwars. Since you guys have reached here, I just want to remind you to subscribe so you will not miss any of our upcoming Roblox videos. Also, like the video, as it helps us beat the YouTube algorithm and lets this topic be delivered to more people. And lastly, share this video so we can inform others. With that, thank you so much for watching, goodbye, and I'll see you in the next video.